Senator, it's a pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much. We're big fans of yours. So when you heard the White House press secretary saying the president took this seriously on day one, when you hear the White House saying that it's the Senate's fault for not, moving through, and the House's fault moving through on that border bill, what's your reaction?
Americans know better. They absolutely know better. They know where the responsibility lies. 10 million reasons why we should fire Joe Biden this year. 10 million people crossed the border illegally under his watch. This is an admission of guilt, though, on the White House's stance as they move towards some type of an executive action to secure the border.
But what did he do with his executive actions to unwind it?
Well, he did over 90 actions to unwind it, but now he's moving forward. You wait, the State of the Union is going to say, I'm going to, the kindness of my heart, I'm going to secure the border. It's an admission of guilt. He could have done it all along. Yeah, and Americans know that.
And why isn't he doing the executive action now?
Yesterday.
Why wait, right, yesterday? Why wait until the State of the Union?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not in charge of his foreign policy, his local policy as well. I have no idea. You
know what's really striking? When you look at what's going on in Texas, right? New data coming in. Texas cracked down. They said, you know what? We're going to ignore the Biden White House. Forget it. We're not going to listen to you anymore. We're going to shut down our border. We're going to build border barriers. And illegal crossings, the numbers coming in down 76%. In subsectors down 50%. That's at the Del Rio sector. It's down 76%. In California, it's popping 73% higher because they're not tough on the border.
Yeah, the cartel is smart. They're going to move to the easiest point of the puzzle. And Texas has proven that with good border security, you can slow this down. But meanwhile, it's bulging, this other part of the balloon's bulging out in California, to your point. They know what they're doing.
And you know what, the American people want to feel safe. They see a total free-for-all. They see chaos at the border. They don't like it. It feels like lawlessness from this White House. The local NBC station in El Paso, Texas, they're reporting that border agents are warning Americans who want to get on airplanes, on American Airlines, Delta, or United, they could get bumped because illegal aliens are getting the seats at McAllen Airport. They're taking the seats on the plane. But you know what we want to get to, Senator? Top Democrats are now saying what the president is doing on the border is wrong. Watch this.
Well, closing the border, I think the president has been very clear that he has to act about that, and I fully support that as well too.
They came here for a better life. They came here for a job, but our city and its resources are absolutely overwhelmed. We need a break.
You only represent the illegal aliens, and you
Well, clearly I don't, because I'm an elected member of Congress. So keep it pushing, bro. All right. It's always interesting to me when folks say that I only represent undocumented folks.
Let's get it done. And by the way, speak to your agricultural communities and ask them if they need temporary work.
See what the president just said? He's getting a lot of attention for saying, speak to the agricultural farm communities because they need temporary workers. Is he taking it seriously?
Look, we've always welcomed legal immigration in this country. Our grandparents all came here looking for a better place to live. But the problem is the safety and security of families. This is the #1 issue across the entire country, is families don't feel safe anymore. The amount of fentanyl poisoning killing 300 Americans every day. Human trafficking is coming up as well. Those numbers are bulging. And of course, all the violence that goes along with the drugs.
Yeah, stay on that 1 second, because Americans don't like lawbreakers. I mean, polls show, to what you're saying, they support legal immigration. People come here legally, say it's totally unfair what this president is doing, just making a mockery of the laws. Let's show this new billboard from the Job Creators Network that went up in Times Square. Senator, it's spotlighting how President Biden's failures at the border, to what you're saying, is slamming neighborhoods across America with crime. Criminal gangs of illegal aliens pouring in from places like Venezuela on the level of MS-13. Now, what do you make of Venezuela saying, you know what, even if the U.S. under Biden deports these gangs, we're not taking them back?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? 500,000 Venezuelans have came into our country illegally under Joe Biden. 500,000. He's shipped back 2,000 of them, and Venezuela said enough. We don't want those criminals coming back here as well. There is a huge crime part now hitting the seams here with all these illegal immigrants as well. We're going to see it going forward. I'm very concerned for the next 5 or 10 years as we try to get our arms around this 10 million people that have come in here illegally.
Got it. Senator Marshall, you're terrific. Thank you for your work on Homeland Security. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.